Hello, happy Wednesday, September 27, 2 days after Yom Kippur. Happy holiday. So I'm here at 17th Street and Olympic. I'm going to the Church on the Pearl to get food because they're not putting enough money on my food stamps. And I'm having a problem now because I have discovered that they're trying to steal my stuff, they're trying to steal my lawsuits. They like stole everything from me. They stole my life savings. They stole my car. They even stole my U.S. Census Bureau job. They stole my 2 Hilton Grand Vacation timeshares by Luis Cole Benitez D'Arienzo Owen, who works for the sheriff's office, along with Mary Hearn, who I'm going to press charges against. She's also like the administrator of the Stanley Mosque and Los Angeles County Sheriff, Mary Hearn. And they want to steal everything from me. Now I found out 2 days ago that there is a Filipino. We're at war with the South China Sea and the Philippines. And my case number 22STCV 27094, originally at Spring Street United States Courthouse, which was unlimited civil complex because it is an antitrust matter. It's Gavin Newsom. It's Leo Kona versus Gavin Newsom and his antitrust racketeering enterprise. He has family relationship with Mary Hearn and John Keeker and Bill Murray and Joseph Safra of ID.me and the Safra Group and CAEDD Unemployment Insurance. So I found out that Gavin Newsom and Mary Hearn and Mary Premtej, they're part of Murray Hill, New Jersey. Bell Labs of Murray Hill, New Jersey. What does it tell you? Murray Hill, who's the Speaker of the House, pro tempore. She's like fourth. Her name is Pat Murray. She's like fourth in line to become president of the United States if something happens to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, because I think this other guy, Kevin McCarthy, he got in with fraud because of her aunt, Nancy Pelosi, So that's besides the point. What I'm saying here is that there is a Murray, Pat Murray and Mary Premtej, who sold my house at 326 Rockridge Court, Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, 07417. Mary Premtej, her real name is Carol Murray, and Lynn Brescia. Her real name is Carol Murray. She was married to Bill Murray, and she's the leader of the Irish Republican Army. She's also a leader of the CIA and the United States Office of Special Counsel, which, New Jersey is calling a Spygate. And Donald Trump was arrested for this, and also Vice President Mike Pence. I found out that Mike Pence, because I was having a lawsuit. I still have a lawsuit against DPSS because they're only giving me $281 on food stamps, CalFresh. And they're only giving me $221, even though my life savings of my house alone was like $2 million. It was stolen in restitution centers by Mary Hearn and Mary Premtej. Mary Premtej gave $2 million to Mary Hearn, and then Mary Hearn kicked her back 3/4 of the money. This is how they commit kickbacks and briberies. This is called pay-to-play criminal racketeering, is when a courthouse steals your lawsuit, So, I'm a little off topic because I was talking about DPSS. So what's going on with DPSS is that they set a maximum benefit amount of $221 and $281, And I looked it up in the California WIC code, and also I looked it up in the California also has an agriculture code, a Department of Agriculture code, and American Disabilities Act. And they're trying to get away with it, just saying that, you want to file an appeal hearing with the state of California, but the state of California does not have jurisdiction because it is a Los Angeles County matter, right? That is fraud. That is fraud by everybody in DPSS, because I looked it up, and the Department of Agriculture and the American Disabilities Act and the federal government are paying the county directly, but they're also paying the state of California, and there's something called state of war on a coup d'etat because they're overthrowing our government. So in a state of war and emergency action and also antitrust, which is what this is all about. They don't just have a racketeering enterprise going on. They have every angle covered. They have the courthouses, they have the attorney general, they have the inspector general, they have the cops, they have the FBI, they have the CIA, Office of Special Counsel, they have social services, they have everything covered. They have every angle covered. That's why it's an antitrust, right? So now I found out 5 days ago that somebody's impersonating me with my lawsuit against Gavin Newsom, and I called the Stanley Mosque Courthouse and I said, somebody's impersonating me, and They say, okay, call this number and then call that number. They give me the runaround. I've been calling the Stanley Moss Courthouse all day long. They just keep transferring me from one number to another number. They're pulling in New Jersey. You know, they don't want to admit that the Stanley Moss Courthouse is the one that is impersonating me. I am the plaintiff. Stanley Moss Courthouse is impersonating me because they're saying that my case is in Beverly Hills with Judge Michael E. Whitaker, and they're trying to protect Gavin Newsom, who I have a lawsuit against, because he's stealing my unemployment insurance and he stole my father's will of $1.8 billion. And, you know, he's stealing everything, Gavin Newsom. You know, that's why they call him Gavin Newsom, giving Australia a new sum, giving Newsom, you know, he's giving Australia a new sum, you know. He's buying AUKUS submarines, nuclear submarines for Australia, giving Australia, giving Newsom to Australia, you know. So they changed, to protect Gavin Newsom, they changed my case title from Leo Kono versus Gavin Newsom to Kono, Leo, a.k.a. Kono, V. Anderson, Tracy, et al. And when I call Beverly Hills, Department 207, they give me the runaround to Stanley Moss Courthouse. When I call the Stanley Moss Courthouse, I'm speaking to this Nancy Medina. She's the Stanley Moss Courthouse operator and administrator. And now she won't even answer the phone. She will not even answer the phone. And I found out that her daughter is a Miss Medina at the 8th Street Social Security office. And she works for California EDD Unemployment Insurance, ID.me. They're saying that I'm not Leo Kono, they said. We're not going to accept your American Social Security card. We will accept Brazilian Social Security card. We will accept Canadian Social Security card. But we will not accept American Social Security card. You have to go to a Social Security office and get a Social Security statement. I go to the Social Security office. I speak to Miss Medina. And she's like, I don't know what a Social Security statement is. I'm like, well, don't you have collaboration and communication with ID.me, who manages verification for EDD Unemployment Insurance? She's like, no, I don't know what the Social Security statement is. So I said, okay, well then send me my Social Security card. And I go to get my Social Security card at the post office because I'm homeless, and so I'm going to general delivery. And the clerk at the homeless United States Post Office is stealing my mail. She stole my Social Security card. She stole my Bank of America EDD Unemployment Insurance card. She even stole my U.S. Census Bureau job. They're stealing all my mail. So this was going on, and like Miss Medina, Nancy Medina of the courthouse, has her daughter working at the Social Security office, and they're having sex with Gavin Newsom. And they changed the name of the case from Gavin Newsom to Anderson Tracy. So this was going on here. And Mike Pence, he's no angel either, because, you know, I thought DPSS was bad because they have maximum allowances. You cannot have a maximum allowance. 17109, WIC 17109, you got to pay me because my life savings can be used as collateral. And so they have to pay me whatever it is and take the money out of restitution centers to get reimbursed. That's collateral. But no. And also, Mike Pence, I found out through his assistant, Miss Fernandez Garcia, not to mention Eduardo Garcia, who's the judge with Elaine Mandel in my case against Mary Prentice, 21 SMCV 00040. And Eduardo Garcia, he's a relationship with Anthony Gubitosi of Long Island, and they're the ones involved in the Belt Parkway Lufthansa heist. You know, Cynthia Christ D'Arienzo and Christina Jar Lufthansa heist. And this is Anthony Gubitosi and Lydia Gubitosi, and Lydia Gubitosi has a relationship with Simone Volz, aka Dominique Regine Shelton Lipsig, who's really like Anthony and Lydia and Connie Gubitosi. So this is like Lufthansa heist all over again. And so Mike Pence is also guilty because he's giving orders, because Jessica Garcia is victim of crime compensation board and restitution centers, and Jessica Garcia has a relationship with Amanda Garcia and Eduardo Garcia, who's giving unemployment insurance to migrant workers, which are illegal immigrants from South America, illegal immigrants from like Brazil, illegal immigrants from India, illegal immigrants from Ireland, illegal immigrants from Jamaica, you know, and they're coming here, and there's illegal immigrants, migrant workers who have voting rights more than me, a United States citizen, and they're stealing unemployment insurance, and the judge is pocketing the money. So Mike Pence is allowing this with his assistant, Miss Fernandez Garcia, who is setting maximum allowances for CalFresh. I was receiving $586 when I went to Garden Grove, when I first moved to California the second time in 2019. I was receiving $586. Now I'm receiving $281 because, they're lining their pockets, just like Nicola DeBody, Mr. Nicola Hanna, U.S. Attorney. They murdered the poor guy because he's the one who busted Jose Huizar, and he's the one who filed a lawsuit with Saran McEvoy, who they also murdered. And this is a lawsuit against Leroy King and Antigua, the money laundering to Antigua, Leroy King, which is GPB Capital, which is Dave Gentili, my ex-cousin-in-law, and also Santa Gentili, who has a relationship with Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett of TD Ameritrade. And TD Ameritrade is robbing the mint with Mike Pence, because Mike Pence has given orders to Ms. Fernandez Garcia to set a $281 CalFresh maximum allowance. There is no allowance. It's based on your need, according to the American Disabilities Act and according to the Department of Agriculture. So if you want to know why there's crime in DPSS, it's coming from the Department of Agriculture. It's coming from Mike Pence. No wonder he was busted with Donald Trump or Mar-a-Lago. So I'm going to file a Freedom of Information Act request by DNI, the Department of National Intelligence, to find out what else Mike Pence is up to and what else the Garcia family is up to.